This is the biggest contradiction in the world of the ultra-rich. Why would someone with a billion-dollar fortune drive a 20-year-old car? Why would a tech CEO live in a small rented apartment and hunt for discounts? It's not a financial crisis. It's not an accident. It's a deliberate, calculated lifestyle choice called stealth wealth. And today, we're uncovering the shocking psychology and strategic reasons behind this phenomenon. We're going beyond the surface to reveal the real reason why these billionaires act broke. Patricia Klug's story is a dramatic tale of rise and fall. Her path to becoming a billionaire began in New York City, where she met John Klug. He was 35 years her senior and the chairman of a massive media company. When their marriage ended, she received a landmark $1 billion divorce settlement, the largest of its time at that point. Emboldened by her new wealth, she set out to build a life of grandeur. She constructed a spectacular 45-room estate in Charlottesville, Virginia, called Albemarle House. To complete her vision, she founded a lavish winery on the property, sparing no expense. But her empire was built on shaky ground. The winery saw only moderate success, and the lifestyle was unsustainable. She tried to sell it for $100 million, but the price was slashed to a mere $24 million. She even auctioned off her personal treasures, raising about $15 million, but it wasn't enough. Banks foreclosed on her estate, suing her for defaulting on $23 million in loans. In a final, desperate move, she turned to a friend, former President Donald Trump. He bought the winery and kept her on as an employee. However, that lifeline was short-lived. A year later, Trump fired her, bringing her tumultuous journey from billionaire to bankrupt full circle. You know Mark Zuckerberg. You may have even seen the movie where Jesse Eisenberg portrays the founder of Facebook, though according to Mark himself, the film wasn't very truthful. But the real story of his personal life is perhaps more surprising than any Hollywood script. With a fortune exceeding $71 billion, one of the world's richest tech magnates deliberately dresses like a college student. His signature look consists of simple gray t-shirts, hoodies, and Adidas flip-flops. In fact, he owns about 24 identical Facebook-branded shirts, eliminating the daily decision of what to wear. His tastes are just as unpretentious. He's a self-professed fan of McDonald's, a preference he maintained even on his wedding trip, where he and his wife, Priscilla Chan, were spotted at one of the fast food chain's locations. The wedding itself was a testament to their modest style. They chose to get married in their own backyard with a guest list of just 100 people, celebrating afterwards not with a lavish banquet, but with sushi. For the founder of the world's most popular social network, it seems immense wealth isn't for showing off. It's for building, while living life on his own surprisingly simple terms.
Wealth can distort a person's character, leading to reckless purchases and even more reckless actions. The story of billionaire Masi D'Amato is a stark example. The 38-year-old, who made his fortune in web design, marketing, and property, was living a life of extreme luxury in Dubai, often seen cruising the streets in his $150,000 Ferrari. But that life shattered in a moment of tragedy. He was involved in a catastrophic 4-car Ferrari pileup that left 2 people dead and several others hospitalized. D'Amato emerged from the wreckage of his totaled supercar alive, but his freedom was on the line as he faced jail time. The accident became a profound wake-up call. Surviving the crash left him with a completely new sense of purpose. Since recovering, he has donated nearly his entire fortune to charity. D'Amato now pledges that if he ever regains his wealth, he will never let money manipulate his decisions again. His story is a powerful lesson of how a brush with tragedy can redefine a life, turning pursuit of pleasure into a commitment to help others. Meet Carlos Slim Helú, one of the world's richest self-made billionaires and a titan of Mexican industry.
With a net worth soaring as high as $52 billion, he built his empire by strategically acquiring companies during Mexico's debt crisis, assembling a diverse portfolio that now dominates the national economy. His relentless work ethic and financial savvy have placed him firmly among the top 25 wealthiest people on the planet. The 80-year-old magnate controls the largest mobile phone operator in Latin America and holds significant stakes in countless other public companies. Yet, for all his influence, Slim is a master of stealth wealth. He lives a surprisingly frugal life, especially when compared to his global peers. He owns no private jets or yachts and has lived in the same 6-bedroom house for over 4 decades.
So, where does the money go? The vast majority is funneled back into business investments and philanthropy. While he reportedly enjoys a luxury of history, a set of hand-carved wine glasses once owned by a former Mexican president, his true riches seem to be his family. He maintains a steadfast tradition of Monday night dinners with his children and Wednesday lunches with his grandchildren, proving that even for a global billionaire, the greatest investments are often personal. So, the next time you see a billionaire in a simple t-shirt or hear about one living in a modest home, you'll understand. It's rarely about the money itself. It's about control, freedom, and a radical focus on what they truly value. Now, we have to ask you, after seeing their reasons, does this stealth wealth strategy seem inspiring or completely unrelatable? Could you see yourself living this way if you had the means? Let us know in the comments. The debate is half the fun. Remember, sometimes the most powerful flex isn't what you can buy, but what you can afford to ignore. Thanks for watching.